take it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The option, the keeper. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Jones wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Montgomery. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Run this quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. At the 20.
to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Ballmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed, and that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a gap. It's Montgomery. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. On target. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Finding an escape route. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Dumps it off in the flats. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Jones wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On the move. Shakes off the defender. There's a crease. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running the red zone. It's Montgomery. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field.
Open field on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now, second and long working here. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field, this might be coming back. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Might be changing the route. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Daniels. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team. And they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running it to the right. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He might want another play. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Gators! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The running back has it. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Now on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful. And
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, and he's free. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest. taking on the number 10 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Demon Deacons, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The victory caps off a 7-5 regular season. Not the best outcome, but you'd have to think a bowl invite is on the way. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Got a little grass at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, no! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Pocket breaking down. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Seminoles! His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten paid earned in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's a little room there. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Knowles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run. And they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Florida State! Rolled his way into the end zone. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. more drives like this is what's needed.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's second and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Florida. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the Gators have chomped down, and they've put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect. There he goes! Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field, and they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive, still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew what the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And they did tack on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish. Brings it down on the right side. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida State. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point was good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. There's some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knowles. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. Nice catch for the two-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles as their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Jones to throw. Pucks it out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Gets the back moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man. It's Montgomery. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Florida. And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man across the middle. Runs through the tackle. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Let it go.
Wants to go right back downfield. He makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On target over the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And it's always interesting when you get into this goal.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Looking for the 2-point try. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships.